I got you, my friend. 97, young Jimmy laced up his boots with a mission. Never knew that his path would be written in fire and friction. Ramadi rose with attention, thick every second to gamble. 04 IED blast, wounded a Marine with blasting shrapnel, dust in the lungs. Heartbeat racing, vision blurred from the shock. Life changed in the moment when the world just stopped. Lost parts of himself, but not the fight, that's a different condition. You can break down flesh, but you can't kill the mission. I got your sex, yeah, this life that we live ain't just words that we say, it's the way that we give. Crayon Box Confessions, judgment free, don't pretend. Tell your story right here, we don't break, we don't bend. Yeah, Walter Reed trying to beat back a life from the wreckage. VA hospital halls with a broken, learn strength in the pressure. That's where Beth walked in, yeah, fate in disguise. Crayon eater's wife, but she saw through the eyes. Not the scars, not the past, not the war that he lived. Saw a man still standing with a life left to give. He said, you saved me, she said we saved each other. Built a life from the pain, raised three together, father and mother. Years turn to purpose, every story gets told. Now they open that door so nobody walks alone. War took pieces, love gave them back. Pain made the wound, purpose filled the crack. Silence will kill you, truth brings you home. You ain't gotta carry that weight alone. I got your six, this ain't a slogan, it's a last. From the war to the healing, we don't ever back down. Crayon Box Confessions, judgment free, let it out now. Tell your story, yeah, your voice matters, pal.
Everything happens for a reason, we see. Even broken roads lead to who we can be. You ain't fighting alone, yeah, we stand to the end. I got your six, yeah, I got you, my friend.
Hey guys, welcome to the Crayon Box Confessions. My name is Beth, also known as the Crayon Eater's wife.
And I'm Jimmy, your one-legged wonder. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight here in the Crayon Box. For anybody who has joined us early, if you could highlight in the comments, it'd be greatly appreciated. Let people know we're out here putting on a show for you, putting a smile on your face, and trying to pass on some good information. Tonight we have a very, very special guest, Craig Toupin with Wheels for Warriors USA. These guys are doing some great things. We're going to tell you all about it here in a minute. Greg, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm on the road. I actually stopped for a few minutes to do this with you guys, and but I'm traveling, trying to put the word out about Wheels for Warriors USA and doing some transports.
That is amazing. If you can, tell us a little bit about yourself and how Wheels for Warriors USA started.
About me, there's not a whole lot to say about me. I'm just a guy. I'm nothing special. I'm a construction worker that gave up doing construction because I love doing this, and I'm trying to do this full time. And the way that I've figured out how to, do Wheels for Warriors USA 100% of my time is we created a transport business too. So we now have Wheels for Warriors USA and Wheels for Warriors nationwide motorcycle transport.
Yeah, I've told you from day one, I thought this was an amazing creative way to not only get your name, get Wheels for Warriors USA out there, but to also raise the money and do the funding and help you, continue your mission. Now, I know we've talked and we're giving away a motorcycle. It wasn't what we planned on doing. It just kind of fell in our lap and it felt like the right thing to do. And you kind of told me, it always starts with that one, just one.
Yeah. Yep.
Real quick.
You got to start with that first one. And, Wheels for Warriors USA, myself and Jade Bell and Steve Pittman, we started Wheels for Warriors USA, and originally it was supposed to be one motorcycle, but that was 59 motorcycles ago.
Exactly. You gave away your 59th motorcycle this week, and you've actually really done amazing. You've done 3 motorcycles this past 3 weeks.
Yep.
Can you tell us about these last 3? Because this has been a back to back to back.
Well, we did one 3 weeks ago in Scrivener, Nebraska, and it was awesome. It was such a good presentation. The gentleman that donated the bike, it was a nice bike. It's a V-Star 1300. It was a really nice bike, and there was a few things that, it's an 07, so there's a few things that need to be fixed up on it, but not much. So we did all the normal, the normal maintenance of the batteries and the tires and all the bearings and cleaning it up um, but it needed new saddlebag lid. So we have a friend of ours. He redid the saddlebag lids for us, and they're beautiful. And Shane Schmidt out of Lincoln, RJ Upholstery, I believe it is. But he did a fantastic job. And then Nick Edwards at Edwards Cycle Works with Scott Goodingen. I decide the two of them work on almost all of our bikes, but they knocked that one out of the park, along with the one for the next weekend, which was for a gal that was blown up in Afghanistan, blown out of her truck. There's a lot of details. I'm not going to go into the details. I mean, I could go on forever how the things that she's been through, but no one deserves to go through the things that she's gone through since she's been blown up. I mean, 3 different types of cancer, all that stuff, Wow. But we were going to give her a blue and white Victory Kingpin, really nice, donated from a gentleman out of Missouri. And then she mentioned to me one day that she was like a gunmetal gray kind of gal, and I was like, oh my goodness. So I mean, that was a real short time frame presentation in the first place. So, but Scott Goodingen from Edwards Cycle Works, he stepped up and painted it and created the color for it. He read her text messages to me and created the color from the messages that she sent me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that's a custom color, and Scott did a fantastic job. And there again, Edward Cycle Works did a great job. And Taylor Specialties sends us engine covers and stuff for all of our Victory bikes, and they did. And Bill did that again with that bike, and we presented that one in Leesburg, Virginia, the weekend before last weekend.
Yeah, Memorial Day.
What's that?
I was just saying Memorial Day weekend, so it was.
Yep. And it went well, except it was raining horribly. So the event was toned down quite a bit, but as long as the veteran gets the bike and changes her life,
exactly,
everything else is just
Well, once we go from active duty to veteran status, we kind of drop that whole "if it ain't raining, we ain't training" mentality.
Well, it wasn't her call. It was her sponsor's call, and that's Locomoto out of they're up in basically Washington D.C. area, Loudoun County. That's where they get Locomoto. But that presentation went really well, and I've been in touch with her a few times since then. And Jimmy, I actually gave her your contact information the other night. And then last weekend, we did a presentation for the shadiest guy I've ever met in my life.
You tell me.
You.
Yeah, I was just a timer.
Those shirts he stole out of my van when I wasn't watching.
Right away.
No, and that bike was that's a real special bike, Jimmy. That bike it's actually a trike. And a gentleman, an Army Ranger in Florida, built that trike originally. His name's Patrick, and he's an Army Ranger that jumped in Panama and got paralyzed in his jump. And then I saw him on the Victory Facebook group that I belong to, that actually I created. And I watched him build this bike. And then ride it all over the United States. And he's just an incredibly independent guy. But he knows there's times when he has to count on others, and he does. But he built that bike, and then he decided he needed a bigger one. So I found out about it, and I snagged up that trike, and it needed some updating. So I took it to Frankenstein Trikes in Pleasant, Kansas. And Frank at Frankenstein Trikes jumped at the opportunity. Him and Alex and Mike and all the other guys there at Frankenstein, they jumped at the opportunity to do this for you, Jimmy. And I took them to Trike, and I took the parts to Ben Hagen up in Iowa at Hagen Customs, and he painted that custom. I told him, he said, "What do you want?" And I said, "Do whatever you want. Just make it nice and use these colors." And I think he knocked it out of the park.
Yeah,
I mean, that's my personal opinion.
yeah. Let's play one of the videos so that everybody sees what we're talking about. And then
Okay.
you want to break and kind of say hello to everybody. And then we'll jump right back into it and
Okay.
talk about behind the scenes and how people get nominated. And oh, yep, here we go.
Isn't she beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
She's lovely. And I forget the rest of the lyrics to the song.
You were doing. And she's already got a name. Her name is Eileen.
Seconds till I can.
That's appropriate.
Exactly, isn't it?
Yeah.
He named it after his favorite teacher. She was in
She was my in-school suspension teacher, which is the class I should have graduated from. But I spent a lot of time in in-school suspension, and she was the only teacher I ever went back to visit. So why not honor her by naming my bike Eileen, which I do lean. So
I was getting ready to make him name her after me because that I'm the only one who can be that.
We've
close
hit
to his
12 minutes. Go
garage.
ahead.
So there's an engine cover that Bill Taylor made for you, Jimmy.
Yes, engine cover.
picture.
It's beautiful.
Yes, that we're a little bit.
So let me kind of give a backstory and kind of tell everybody how I met Craig and how this came to be for Jimmy.
Yeah.
About 9 months ago, I had posted a video of Jimmy after CVMA had transported a motorcycle from Colorado all the way to North Carolina. They kind of one dropped it off in Texas, and then I think it was Oklahoma, and then from Oklahoma to here. And so it was amazing. We got Jimmy on the bike for the first time in 20 years. I had to kick the kickstand for him and put it in gear, and he did get out of first, but he rode around the neighborhood.
First time solo on a bike in 23 years at that point.
Yep. And then he Josh Catlin, a member on our Facebook page, actually nominated Jimmy. And Craig reached out to me with the bike that he was just talking about from the paraplegic. He's like, we can do better. And he showed me the bike, and I noticed a theme when you were telling me about the other two bikes. You always say, "Oh, I just need to do it mechanically." And that's what you said to me. And I was happy with it just being roadworthy. But you don't ever stop there, it doesn't seem. You keep adding and want to make it personable. The best bike and something that somebody, can look at and just I don't know what else to say other than at some of these bikes that you've done and put out there. And made it and been very thoughtful on what's gonna work best for that person. So yeah, so he reached out to me, told me that he wanted to do this and that he wanted it to now. This doesn't happen to everybody, but this is what he did to me. Craig likes to mess with me, apparently. I think we have established this is our relationship. He said, you have to keep this a secret for the next however long. And it because he kept adding things, it kept getting longer. So
that's what she said.
So I lied to Jimmy, put in fake VA claims even, which was my ability to be able to keep the lie going the longest was, it takes the VA forever to do something. So but then I had people who would run into us and would be like, "Oh, I work for the VA. give me your claim number. And I'm like, shut up. I mean, it was torture. But it was amazing because you worked with Stevie and May.
Well, there was the one other aspect that some of the chapter members found really funny. We went to bingo for one of the VA in Durham. Their older residents that are there, basically kind of like hospice as far as it goes. Once a month, our chapter goes up and hosts bingo for them, and they really look forward to it.
It's amazing. I love going.
After going to bingo, we as a chapter, or the chapter members and us, went out to lunch, and I started commenting, it's a really good thing probably that the doctors don't work on the weekends, because I might have gone to jail for walking into the clinic and slapping the hell out of a doctor for messing up my paperwork and, making me have to wait longer to get this bike. And
every single person at that table knew.
Everybody knew what was coming except for me. And they're all like, yeah, that's a shame. And apparently they were all just dying inside as I to go slap the hell out of some doctor.
He's going about it.
About, messing up my paperwork that was never actually submitted.
No.
No wonder it took so long.
Good at this. I'm pretty good at this.
Yeah. She got to the point where she told me, well, it was declined.
Yes,
because they didn't use the right verbiage, and we're going to have to resubmit it.
Yeah, I told them we had to appeal it.
Well, it was declined because they knew what you were getting in the long run. So Beth, you say that I do this stuff, but it's not me. I have friends, I have people that do stuff, and they get just as much joy out of doing their part for our veterans as I do. So. Nick and Scott, they volunteer their time and for rebuilding these things. And, John Petrich donates. He's never asked me for a cent in all these years of giving us parts, and then Bill Taylor that makes the side covers, he never once ever asked for anything to do this. And he's Johnny on the spot, and he's so creative. And I'm just so lucky that I know people. I'm
gonna pause this right there, Craig, and pay the bills real quick, and then we'll get back into it, because I've also kind of been glancing here at some of the comments. We got a lot of people come in saying hi. We've got a lot of people, or a few people that have asked some questions and stuff that I know we was going to get to, but I want to make sure that we get their questions right out. So give me just a minute. I'll do 2 quick commercials, and then we will get back
right on.
For those of you who enjoy energy drinks but despise the sugary crash, you ought to check out Omeza. These energy drinks are Celsius in nature as far as that goes, but
I don't like seltzer water.
Yeah, she doesn't like seltzer water. She likes these, so they taste a lot better. They're 100% all natural ingredients as far as it goes. The doctor is that is both the founder of the company and the inventor of the drinks, as far as it goes, is the one who went through and put all the natural ingredients on there. So when you get a chance, head over to shop.omeza.com. Check them out. They've got 3 amazing flavors, and if you
can get a variety pack too.
Yeah, you can get either a 12-pack of one flavor or the variety pack that has all 3. If you use the promo code CEW1775, you'll get a nice little discount going on there.
20%.
Yeah, a nice 20% discount, and a portion of the proceeds from the sales will go back to supporting the show.
Yep.
And for those of you who still like your energy and but enjoy your morning coffee as far as it goes, head over to
French Settlement Roasting Company.
Thank you. I'm gonna say it just literally I had the name in my head, and then as I
knew it just popped
French
out.
Settlement Roasting Company. They're based out of Louisiana. They're a veteran-owned company, and they've got some 25 different coffees on their site that you can pick up. we've got 2 of them here at the house. Both are really good.
Yep.
The jet fuel, and I will mess up the name of the other one if I try and say it, because I'm not sitting here reading it. So, but both of them,
Jet
they're
fuel's
their
great.
2 strongest coffees. I'll say that much.
Yes.
And they both taste great. They both definitely put a
But
little
it
pep in
doesn't
your step in
taste
the morning.
strong. It's not like, when people say strong, they think it's like a stronger taste. It's just stronger in it.
Yeah,
It's more
these are the
luxurious. It doesn't have
2
that heart.
highest caffeinated
There you
coffees
go.
they have. As far as it goes, they're both medium roast. So it's not overpowering coffee flavor, but yeah, they're great.
They're
Check
great.
them out. French Settlement Roasting Company.com. All right, bill's been paid. I've stumbled through that enough. Let's say hi to some
You
people.
did amazing. I love you. The guy with the TBI does the commercials.
So scrolling through real quick just before I get into actually reading the comments. Sean Berthoff, Theo, Don Frederick, Lorianne, Tisha stopped in. We got Chuck Yarborough,
Jeremy Daniels.
Jeremy Daniels, Shannon Jameson,
Robin.
Robin stopped in, Don Frederick, Lance
And
McLean,
Lexi.
and Lexi here too.
Lexi's
Did I
here.
miss it?
Yeah,
Where-
my girl Lexi came to see me.
I'm scrolling too fast. I apologize. We love you guys. Thank you for joining us on the show. All right, going back up. Oh, yep, there she is, Lexi. Yeah, I did scroll too fast. Why is it not going now? There we go. Going back up to the top.
Oh, somebody was asking where they could go to donate, and Robin was great to go ahead and give the answer with the link. Thank you so much, Robin.
Sean was quite amazed. He, holy shit, Batman, when talking about the 59 bikes.
Yes. And how long? When did Wheels for Warriors USA
Our first
start?
bike presentation was October 8th of 2016. And like I said, that was supposed to be one bike.
Right,
yeah.
exactly.
And
You said that.
that's the day we decided, after that presentation, that's the day we decided to make it a national thing and do it all over the country, with the dream of hopefully someday we'll have 50 different groups doing 50 different bikes on the same day.
Well, what's funny is, you said it was just supposed to be one
Yep.
bike. Well, you actually forced me now to have 2 bikes, because that bike that you guys didn't take, we are going to fix it up and give it to another veteran.
That's what I'm looking for.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I'm sorry. What did I do now?
I read 2 comments. I said hi to everybody, but I was trying to finish off the comments.
Oh, sorry.
Carry on.
Simmer down.
Just trying to get back to our viewing audience. Chuck said that, in response to my bike's name being Eileen, Chuck said that's also Lindsay Yarborough's one-armed granny's name.
See?
Works for all sorts of amputees. Theo said my ex-girlfriend had one eye and one leg. We called her Eileen too. Don said, so how can we support Wheels for Warriors USA? And what's Craig and what is Craig? Yeah, and what Craig's doing. I can't read. Not written in crayon. So basically the question is how can they support Wheels for Warriors USA and what you're doing out there for all of us?
Honestly, and I hate saying it, but the best support we can get is funding. Okay. And the best way to help us with funding would be to do a monthly donation. And we have the ability to do one-time donations and monthly donations, but monthly donations are funds that we can count on and budget to,
I've always said,
so our website is w4wusa.org. So it's the letter W, the number 4, the letter W, USA.org. And there is the drop-down menu, and you can go to the drop-down menu and click on donate, and that will take you to our PayPal and our donation page on our PayPal. And you can do a monthly donation or a one-time donation. I appreciate it all, and to be honest with you, I need as much as I can get. These things aren't getting any cheaper to do.
And
You
that
know,
was what I was gonna say, when and kind of speak on exactly what you said. I A lot of people think, "Oh, I don't have enough money to give, I only have like $10, $20, whatever." That $20, like you said, if it's a monthly person, I'd rather have that $20 than that one time big
yeah.
$3,000 check
It,
because those monthly donors, even the small ones, is the bread and butter, and
they are the most important ones out there. Absolutely. They're all important, but the ones that we can count on is the monthly donations. Every once in a while we'll get, a large donation, and that's freaking awesome. It's fantastic. It's like my mobile studio I'm sitting in right now. This was donated, and it was from a
amazing.
gentleman that he dug what we do, and he's like, "How can I help you?" And I told him funding, and so he donated enough to pay for this trailer.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. And
Yeah,
I want you to kind of speak on a little bit more about what you're doing to also raise the money, the transportation, and how they can reach out to you to do that as well.
So, I've been transporting motorcycles for a long time for Wheels for Warriors USA, and I had my construction business for 31 years, but that business went away in the last 2 years, and it's very difficult. I used to pay for a lot of stuff, and it's become very difficult for me to pay for stuff anymore. So I tried to figure out how can I raise funds and do Wheels for Warriors USA full time and not do my construction business anymore. And I came up with the transport idea. And I went to a couple dealerships in Omaha, and I went to 4 different dealerships in Omaha. And out of those 4 different dealerships, 3 of them used me right away, and 2 of them continually used me. As a matter of fact, I'm hauling a bike right now for the County of Omaha. It's right here. And I just got a phone call from a customer of Dillon Brothers, Harley Davidson in Omaha, and he wants me to transport a bike to North Carolina. And
Be back in
and
your
then
town.
oh yeah, and then so every time I pick up a bike and I deliver a bike, I make a video and I post it on Facebook and YouTube, and that's another thing. It's go to YouTube, Wheels for Warriors USA on YouTube, and subscribe. It doesn't cost a cent, but it helps us,
Exactly.
And we have to get like 1,000 subscribers before it actually can start helping, and we're at like 78. So we need
Yeah.
all
Push
the
that
help we can get.
out.
So yeah, so I'm transporting bikes all over the United States. I've literally been in the last 2.5 months. I've been to all 4 corners of the United States. So yeah, that's what we're doing, and I love doing it. And I love. No, I'm not like a fan of all the miles that I put on, but I'm a big fan of the people that I meet along the way.
And
I
when it comes to the donations, it's one of those things like Beth was saying before. That one time $3,000 donation might be nice, but we'd much rather you have 1,000 people donate $1 a month as a subscription.
absolutely,
yeah.
Because
absolutely. It's
$3 a month
I can't say it
goes
enough.
away.
It's money that we can budget to, and knowing what you have is so much. Okay, I don't want to say it out loud, but I do stress about getting things taken care of, and knowing what's coming takes a lot of the stress off.
All right, guys. So if you guys can take a little stress off this man, he really is the salt of the earth. Please subscribe to his YouTube. I'm going to say all this again in probably 20 minutes, but definitely, follow him, subscribe. If you know somebody wants to transport, let's, give him his name and number. Let's throw as much business and donations towards his way we possibly can.
I would appreciate it greatly. Everything, absolutely.
So to kind of get back behind the scenes, you kind of then did a little sneaky on me and flipped it.
I don't do sneaky.
Yeah,
No,
not you at all. Then told me it wasn't happening, that you were just coming. Now, I was still a little thinking it would, but you definitely put a lot of doubt in my mind, and I was questioning all up to the minute. It was funny because throughout your speech, they also changed Jimmy's name during the meeting
Yeah.
to Frogger and told the story behind that. And then there was a few times, like when you were talking about, you're not only giving a veteran a motorcycle, you give them gas, you hook them up with a mentor, usually like someone like an organization like CVMA or,
Yeah.
Other bike groups.
the other veteran bike groups or even the VFW, as well as
Absolutely. Absolutely.
lead. But I mean, you make sure they have a mentor. Their insurance is also paid for 1 year and maintenance, any maintenance on the bike. So you really set them up for success.
We try to make it so that
You know,
bike will not be a burden on them, no matter what.
And you make sure you cover all of those like
Yes.
stressful things that will have in
Yep.
the beginning. And so, anyways, you were talking about, getting, you also get gear for them. So you made a joke during your speech about or boots, poking at Jimmy, but we're friends. We know
Yeah.
each other. We've had you on our
I
show
said,
before.
we supply helmet, glove, boots, jacket. Oh, boots, sometimes only one.
Yes. Yeah. And you poked at him another time. So it was so funny. And we forgot to download the video. I should have downloaded the video.
Yeah.
But a friend of ours was Chuck actually was recording Jimmy before it actually was like 30 seconds before. You just see him still sitting there, even after you say, "Hey Jimmy, come on up here." And he's
Well, I didn't say, "Hey Jimmy, come on up here."
Get your one-legged ass up here.
That's what you said.
And it took me a second, one, to realize that that's what you just said, and then two, that high school feeling came back of, oh shit, what did I do? Yeah, I didn't do it. It wasn't me, I swear.
And I'm over here like Niagara Falls.
Yes, you were.
I mean,
Yes, you were. So,
and then I look around
and
then I look around and realize the entire room is staring at me, and I'm like, oh shit, being serious.
So what, Beth?
Yeah,
That's one thing you didn't catch. I know you caught the video that I made after the second presentation, where I said, "Well, I'm done. The trailer's empty, and I'm on my way home." So that was to throw you off. But what I didn't realize I was doing, I was standing behind the trailer with the trailer open, and you could see the trike in the trailer.
And see, that was the thing. I had forwarded that video you did when you said we have bikes over the next 3 weeks. I had forwarded that video to Chuck and Lindsay. And because they knew everybody knew Jimmy, but you. Everybody. I don't know how to find out. Luckily, I'm a social butterfly because I would go talk to Arizona like 10 feet away and we would be talking about the bike or showing him the video. And Jimmy just don't pay attention to me none.
Well, he can't hear.
And if he can shut me out, he will.
Shout out to just real quick, just because I happened to glance up. Michael Hayes
Mike,
came in.
that's my little brother. He's a recipient. He's a recipient. I don't remember. Maybe it was like 43 or something like that. I don't remember. But we connected right off the bat, and we've spent much time together. Every year we spend time together. I was on the phone with him today on the way here. Yeah.
Robin absolutely loved our faces. Apparently, they loved the surprise.
Okay, yeah. Robin tried. She was trying to make sure that one, I was going to show up. She started panicking, and two, that you left it to Robin to lie to me. You didn't actually do it. You sent people. But Robin is the one who was like, "It's not happening." Frankenstein just didn't get it done in time, and just coming here to North Carolina to talk. I think he's got to go to South Carolina or something.
Well, Frankenstein did a fabulous job, and I was on the email with Alex today from Frankenstein, and he's got a bunch of pictures and videos that he made, and he wants more videos that I took and after the bike was totally finished, so that we can make another video about the bike, and we're going to get some pictures from you Jimmy, with the bike and stuff. So
awesome. Yeah, Jimmy actually jokingly said the day he got the bike, He's like, it looks like I might be making this my, first vehicle, his number one vehicle, that I'm gonna have to start grocery shopping. And I laughed. I didn't
She laughed and
want
almost
to
told you.
ruin his day, but today he went to the grocery store with his backpack to see how much he
So
could bring home.
you rode it to the grocery store today?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he titled it on Monday morning. He was one of the first people in DMV.
I went to DMV, got the title done, got it registered, went to the VSO's office because apparently my paperwork was over a year old, so I had to go back to the VSO to get a piece of paper so I could get the disabled veteran plate, and then back to the DMV again. And
ran into Robin.
Ran into Robin at the DMV. So yeah, I had all that done Monday.
So are you comfortable riding it?
Yes.
Yes.
I still haven't gotten fully up to highway speeds yet. Just taking it slow, taking my time and getting used to it. The thumb shift, I guess, just because I've been without a leg for 22 years now, didn't take me as long. Like there wasn't as steep of a learning curve to shift with my thumb as I thought there might be.
Well, I said to people, we've all been, curious of how you were going to adapt to it. And then I said, you know what? He's been adapting to shit for 22 years. And he's better at adapting to stuff than any one of us. So,
Yeah. Robin, Bull, Chuck, and Lindsay are going to come over. So I'm sure the boys are going to go for a ride tomorrow. Jimmy did say he needs a bigger pig. I never thought he'd ask me that.
That's just bad. That's bad. That's bad. As I look outside and there's a fire hydrant sitting right here. You need a floorboard?
Yeah.
Well, the foot peg is all right. I just need to.
He needs a longer peg. He needs one that's a little longer. So
I wouldn't mind if the peg came out another 2 inches and the brake
you're
pedal
scared of that
needs to
exhaust
be
pipe.
Yeah, he's already burnt himself.
I burnt myself that first day and it blistered up decently.
That'll learn you.
I've got to hold my knee out one way, but crank the ankle back the other way to push the brake. So,
well,
but Robert got on it and said it was a little close.
I'm sure that there can be an adaptation made to that peg.
A buddy of ours, Laces, came over yesterday, and he's actually got a little idea, at least for a temp fix, so that it's easier for me to ride at the moment. Until we find something that would be more of a permanent thing. He's going to get a small piece of angle iron, and he said plastic dip it or something. Basically, it'll give it more grip for my foot, and then paint it to match so that it at least doesn't look awkward or.
We might be able to figure out how to put a floorboard on there too. I have those same pipes on my bike, and I don't burn my. If I wear long pants, I don't burn my leg.
You haven't. Well, he was wearing shorts because
I burn my leg every time I wear shorts.
Yeah, he burnt his leg.
I had shorts on there at the presentation, and it was that day there when we did the little jaunt up and down the parking lot.
Yeah,
it was when I did the one U-turn and didn't cut it hard enough, so I had to back up. Right after I finished, pushed myself backwards, and I went to lift my foot back up onto the peg. That's when my calf hit the pipe. And
Jimmy's calf, though, it is like
he's got big calf. I can't say he's got a big calf.
Yeah, he really
does. It's double the size. Yeah,
like a back piece. What normally would be somebody's back piece, the back of his calf.
Hi, Christopher. Thanks for stopping in.
Hi, Christopher.
Christopher Morris joined us. But yeah, Nate's going to see about putting just that little piece of angle iron on there for now, so that it's easier for me to brake. That goes, and I'm absolutely loving it.
Like I said,
I think our entire neighborhood probably thinks
hates us.
Well, they probably hate us, and they probably think that I'm, special because with all the laps I'm doing,
Yeah, just doing the laps
You
around the
you are
neighborhood.
special, Jimmy.
I ride around smiling like a freaking retard, but
Yeah,
I don't care.
the first morning, I kind of woke up and I was like, I'm surprised you're not out there already riding your motorcycle. He goes, I'm waiting until 8 o'clock and the noise ordinance is lifted.
It is loud. It is a loud. It is a loud
At,
bike.
at 8 a.m., he was out there.
But I want people to know you're coming. I want people to know you're going. I want people to get. I want you to get their attention and see. Look, it can be done. It
Hey,
can be done. Don't let anything hold you back.
And we're actually, Chuck's going to help us. We're actually going to Nationals, New York, and we are going to be taking the bike with us on the trailer.
You are going to
But we're going to
nationals.
be we are going to Nationals, and we are going to be taking this bike everywhere and telling them all about Wheels for USA and what you guys, not only you, but CVMA working
My
with you
outreach
guys.
officer is up there. Will be up there also. Craig Watkins,
Okay.
Gabby. He'll be up there, and you seek him out, and I'll tell him to seek you guys out.
Yeah,
And
give
then
them our
Michael
numbers.
Hayes is
Give
up
him our
there. He's up there, and so
Yeah.
is Doc Nestor. He's up there, and so is Doc from Missouri. There's and so is
Find out.
Eric and Travis, and yeah, a bunch of people that I know and love are all up there. Oh yeah.
Looking at the comments, going back when you was talking about Michael's bike, he said his was 32.
32, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I can
okay.
never remember.
All right,
There's too
so-
many. I mean, I forget after one, So
Do you want to do a quick commercial and then we'll get to do the bad advice?
Yeah.
And I'm sure you remember how
Alrighty. That gave everybody a good look at our gear. If you enjoy our particular brand of humor, join us on Facebook with Crown Eater's Wife, or I'm sorry, we changed the group name. I keep doing that. It's Crown Eater 1775 as far as the Facebook group goes.
Yeah.
It's a private group. So
But
if you're
I
not
still
in
run the
group,
show.
yes. But join us on our Facebook group. You got your military humor, so you're dark, you're inappropriate, you're explicit and dirty. Don't know who I'd be talking about.
Not me.
Anything we can do to put a smile on your face, put your coffee out every morning, is what we're going to do. If we can keep you smiling, keep you from going to those dark places. So, we do like to mix in some positive things. So we've got Motorcycle Mondays, which I get to take a lot more pictures with now.
Yes, you finally get to participate. Yay.
Buddy Check Wednesdays, Pet Therapy Thursdays, fan favorite, which surprises me for a group of veterans, is Selfie Saturdays, First Responder Sundays.
Yep.
We've got a few of them in there, and we always try and make sure that we share our veterans organizations and stuff as far as it goes, so that we can share the resources in that manner. If you'd like to check out more of the gear that you've seen in the little video commercial there, you can head over to cw1775.org, click on shop, and get yourself one of them hoodies, t-shirts, ball caps, trucker hats, the cool looking flask. We got all sorts of gear, and hopefully some more coming here soon.
All proceeds go to getting the motorcycle fixed up so that we can give it and gift it to a veteran who can feel
Not that we're trying to compete
we're not
with
competing at all.
Wheels for Warriors USA, but we've had some unexpected blessings fall into our lap, so we
Yes.
decided to take a page out of his book and pay those blessings forward.
They're
And
who we want to be when we grow up.
right, we've got a couple bikes in the lineup, one in the shop being fixed as we speak. So all purchases off of the shop or donations to the site will go towards parts for the bike that we're fixing up. We've got an application on the Facebook group. You can fill it out if you're a veteran, first responder, or if you want to nominate a veteran or first responder. Once we close down the application process, we'll go through the application, figure out who we believe needs the bike the most, and once it's fixed, we're going to give them the keys, the title, and a bike, and tell them to go get some wind therapy.
And we talked about taking a page out of his book, definitely setting him up with a mentor. They
Yeah,
don't have to join any organization, but we will hopefully use our CVMA brothers and sisters to kind of help make a possibility in that person's area. So let's do bad news advice.
alrighty. For those of you who aren't familiar with the game or just need a refresher, this is bad news advice. It's kind of like a Dear Abby advice column. People have written in asking Crayon Box Confessions an advice question. We'll read it out. Craig will give his answer. We, as hosts, will give our answers, which will give you in the audience time to type out your answers. And the goal of this is we're going to ask the question or read the advice question, and the goal is to give the absolute worst advice possible. So, that being said, hi, Crown Box Confessions. Angel here from Louisville, Kentucky. I just found out that my therapist, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, has been faking her doctorate. Problem is that we have come to some real breakthroughs in therapy, but she is not supposed to be practicing. What do you recommend that I do? Okay, so our concerned caller has a therapist who's not supposed to be a therapist giving them advice, but they've made some
Yeah, I was
breakthroughs.
gonna say the breakthrough.
What's your bad advice?
I know. I want to look at the positive of the situation.
This almost seems like a hypothetical hygiene question, but we'll take it with bad advice. What's your bad advice?
Probably get just as good advice from some hooker on the corner.
We should get some nookie in the
They're probably cheaper.
Probably. I would definitely turn her in, but then put money on her books. So I'm the only person she can call, so I can continue my growth in therapy.
Therapy through visitation. I guess, I don't know, going in a similar direction as far as that goes. I was going to say keep her secret, but instead of paying her for the therapy sessions, blackmail her, make her pay you to come continue the sessions so that you're getting paid for you to get therapy.
That is actually really
You know,
good.
and I'm sure the therapy and the breakthroughs will come so much faster, and she'll give you so much better advice if she's actually paying you to give it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually really good. All right, what do we got, guys? It's y'all's turn.
All right.
Theo said, flip the script and make her pay you for therapy sessions. She's
Great minds think alike.
And that's the Marines for you. Anybody else got any bad advice?
Feel free to type in. Let us know what your bad advice is on having a therapist who's not supposed to be a therapist.
Right. What's number 2?
We're waiting. We will go ahead and move on to number 2. Bad advice 2. Hello, guys. I appreciate all the bad advice that you have been giving. Unfortunately, I've tried any of my situations, but what do you recommend that I do?
Hold on. It said, hello, guys. I appreciate all the bad advice. And you still tried it? Keep doing you. Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say just
odds will be in your favor eventually.
Continue to listen to our bad advice, word for word, syllable for syllable, and do exactly as you're told. It will only get better in the long run. The longer you do it, better.
Yeah, you'll sink so low that even the smallest progress.
And then claim it's not your fault.
What you got, Craig?
Oh, that's hot. I didn't hear the whole question. You guys were breaking up, so I don't. Yeah.
Oh,
So the person who wrote in appreciates all of our bad advice. Unfortunately, none of our bad advice has worked for them. All the bad advice they've tried has not worked very well for them, and they want to know what they should
Well,
do.
don't give up yet. Keep trying.
yeah. Yep.
Nobody,
The odds will be in your favor
It's bound to
eventually,
work
I promise.
sometime.
nobody likes a
Blind squirrel
quitter.
finds a nut every once in a while.
Broken clocks right twice a day.
Go one step further. Theo said, go one step further and give the advice to your loved ones. Spread the publicity.
Caring is sharing.
Yeah. For that one special person in your life.
Broken
Yeah.
arm.
Share that information with them.
Oh, goodness. All right. I think we've got one more.
Hello, Craig. Hitch here from Mobile,
Who is
Alabama.
it?
What? Hitch
Oh, yeah.
from Mobile, Alabama. What is the best motorcycle to invest in?
Oh, that's a legit question.
No, this
No,
is
it's still bad advice.
this is the bad advice. So
Holy
It's a
crap!
motorcycle.
A Vespa.
Vespa. Okay, since you brought up a Vespa, I always have to talk about this whenever I hear about those things. It's the mopeds. Jimmy's grandpa and uncle got into like a riding club.
they were in a scooter club.
Cushmans.
We got them chaps and everything. Like they were terrorizing their tiny little town.
On their tiny little scooters.
Funny when he did that. I loved it. It was hilarious. They were really into it. I mean,
Yeah, when they told us we couldn't help ourselves because we were sitting there envisioning, my grandfather dressed up as the biker from the YMCA group.
yeah. I
Running around town on
grandpa was nude.
running around town on his little
Oh my
scooter.
god.
I look at this point, he has upgraded to the Can-Am.
Yeah.
I don't know how much
he
garage it was parked in Grandpa's garage, but
Yeah.
he has upgraded to that.
Have you ever ridden the Can-Am?
Just the Riker when I was doing the 3-wheel course for the endorsement.
Did you like it?
Well, as much as you can like a snowmobile on wheels.
I've never ridden
It
one.
was
I've never ridden one. So
he the people who have ridden them, they always swear by them and say they're
yeah,
amazing.
because they don't want anybody to know
But-
they made such a bad mistake.
Jimmy just was not into it. It was like when
I mean, I like all the technical safety features that
Yeah.
they offer with the 2 wheels being up front. They've got a system set up there so that going around corners, you don't have to worry about stuff because it cuts power to one and
Yeah.
stabilizes and this, that, and the other. A lot of them, a lot of them have fully functional reverse or fully automatic, and those are great. But my inner child that still rules my life said I have to have, a
Well,
cruiser.
you got
A
fully
traditional.
functional reverse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. That big ass calf of yours.
when he went to go get a service dog, he really wanted a German Shepherd, and they kept saying, "No, we want to give you a Labradoodle," and he was just like, "No."
Yeah.
And that's
Labradoodle
kinda
right
when
here.
I, like Can-Am too is when Jimmy said no to the Can-Am. It was kind of like the Labradoodle situation. He was like,
No.
"No."
Anybody that owns a Labradoodle, no offense as far as it goes, you come up, I'm gonna love on the dog, I'm gonna play with it. I'm gonna think it's a great dog. It's not the one I wanted to own.
Yeah.
I wanted a German Shepherd. Same with
You
Can-Ams
got
for
it.
all everybody that's riding them. They are amazing machines.
Yeah.
If you like them, you like them, and they've got a lot of great features.
Like if I was
But for
gonna
me,
get a bike, that might be something I would
yeah,
for me.
yeah. I mean, between the added stability for those who walk into walls,
Hey, hey,
Oh,
you
they
know,
should we
they
go over
don't.
real quick how the program works from start to finish?
yes,
Yes,
Okay,
definitely.
so we get motorcycles donated to us in various states. Okay, that's where it starts. Okay, we rebuild that motorcycle to as best as we can, to as close to brand new, and customize it as best we can for the individual that's receiving it. But we do it all through donations. We try to um, um, we want the bike to look as brand new as possible, be as safe as possible, but also leave you the options. Like, we take windshields off, we take all sorts of the stuff that other people put on it off, so that the recipient can make this bike his own or her own. But we provide the motorcycle. We partner with a veterans organization, and like in this case, it was a CBMA, and they select the individual. Wheels Force USA does not select the individual. They vote on that individual, and they select them. Together, we provide insurance, fuel, um, all the safety equipment, helmets, gloves, boots, jacket, chaps. We seek out a local shop to do all the service work on the bike if it's necessary. But the big thing is that the group that we partner with, they provide the recipient with a mentor for at least a period of a year. And many of our mentors have come back to be 2 or 3 times. Many of our recipients have become mentors. And so that's the gist of it. We do it, like I said, we do it all through donations. And you can go to w4wusa.org and click on that donate button to help. But we're also now transporting motorcycles all over the United States. So if somebody's got a motorcycle and needs hauled from one place to another, and when you guys are up at the nationals, Craig and Michael are already putting the word out that if something happens to somebody's bike and they need a tow home, I'll come up and get them. Okay. Yeah.
Awesome.
outstanding.
Yeah, you actually brought our friend home. He got a
Yeah.
flat tire on the way to the
Yeah.
meeting, and you transported him home.
I
You
didn't
saved him a
didn't
lot
even
of
think
money.
about that. Yeah, it was a pleasure to do. You
Yeah, thank
Sure
you for that
thing.
so much. He
Yeah.
thanks you. Uh,
When we was talking about the dogs, Theo said a bunch of organizations kept trying to give him a German Shepherd, but he was worried that it was going to call the cops on him.
um, also, if anybody out there, owns a motorcycle shop or does custom painting, if you guys are interested in donating your time and helping create these bikes, definitely also reach out to him. In every way, this is definitely not a one person show. This is people working together, and it's something that we definitely believe in. In order to make a real big difference in our community, we have to work together, and you embody that with your organization and the people who not only donate their time and or parts to you and continue to keep coming back is just a testament to what an amazing person and organization this
Well,
is.
I'm nothing special, but I love what we do, and you're exactly right. This isn't just me. I may be the pretty face, but it's not just me. There's a lot of people behind the scenes that are helping every day and putting in their heart and soul into these bikes. Stan Cycle Works. I bring him a bike every year. All I do is bring him a bike, and he turns it into a work of art, and we present it. This year it'll be in August up there in Ohio, and Dustin just is like amazing. Everybody I work with is amazing. Yeah, and I'm just blessed.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a
Blessed that
as as a good friend of mine says, no diddy, but you're very special to me,
yeah.
bud.
yeah, yeah, you definitely are. Well, guys, please check out it's Wheels for Warriors USA.org. Like we said, uh, the $1,000 donors are amazing, but it's those $10 donors that really, keeps this organization going afloat and doing what
Yes.
he's doing. Uh, So definitely go out, support, check out his YouTube channel, subscribe. Again, it's free and it's just to get his algorithm up so that it will push his content out to more viewers. So let's get behind Wheels for Warriors. Let's get behind Craig and do everything we can to help him out. And I'm waiting for 70, 80, 90. Can't wait to keep seeing and watching you grow and the amazing, like you said, works of art that you give to these
Absolute works
veterans.
of art. These
Because I
things
don't
are
think a lot of
awesome.
people realize when you have an injury like Jimmy's who loses their leg, what what a difference mobility makes and giving them that freedom. I'm not gonna start crying again, but I had a whole speech that the
Because
Facebook post I made, that was the whole speech I had written that I read while you left to go get the bike.
Yeah.
just to
But
just to make sure that it said that the true gift that you're giving isn't the bike. It's
yeah,
the freedom. It's that open road. It's that feeling of independence as far as that goes. That's the truest gift that is being received.
the
That's
camaraderie
what
that
you've
comes
given me
along.
as
I'm
far as
trying to
that
give
goes.
you the ability to keep moving forward so you can put all the bad shit behind you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely. The camaraderie and giving you, to be able to hang out with your guys and work as a unit when you ride those back roads or highways or what have you. So again, from the bottom of my heart, Craig, I cannot be so grateful to you
You're
and
welcome.
everything that Hagen, he did an amazing paint job. Frankenstein, they did a lot of work and rebuilt it, and it's truly a blessing. And I'm so glad that I was able to lie and manipulate. No, and I had a good excuse to be able to do it finally. Because they were never good before. But this time it was worth it. And I'm just so glad we were able to keep the secret from you, Jimmy, long enough to be able to give you this amazing surprise. And you have to know how much we all love you and look up to you. So I'm so proud of you, hon. And I'm
Only when you look up, only when I'm
What's
standing on my right leg. If I stand on my left leg, you're looking down. But
but anyway,
yes, Craig, we love you
Love you
guys.
too.
That is our time for the night. Craig, stick around. We're going to chat for a few after we go off air. But for those in the audience watching, we love you. Thank you for joining us here in the Crown Box and Crown Box Confessions. Join us again next week for another amazing show. I believe we have another special guest coming for you.
yes, we have Sailor Jerry next week. She is a singer-songwriter. She does comical songs as well as she's got an amazing voice and has done a lot of veteran songs and stuff. But it's Sailor Jerry, an absolutely beautiful, amazing woman. So I can't wait till next week,
It's going to
actually.
be an exciting show. Join us again next Tuesday. But for tonight, that's it. We love you guys. Have a good night.
Peace.
Night, guys.
I got your